If you asked me what my favorite game of all time was a few weeks ago, I have no doubt in my mind I would have said Dying Light. But nowadays, I fucking hate that game. Dying Light 1 is actually dog shit. And there's only one reason for that. There's just a better version out now. Listen, I'm sure you've heard tons of smack about Dying Light 2 so far. All I've seen are negative reviews and people shitting on the story, but honestly, this is my favorite game of all time as of right now. I've only been playing for the past few days, but Jesus Christ, does this game feel good. The movement, the combat, everything is just the way I like it. I honestly could not see a better game than this for me. The mechanics of this game just seem like so sound. Like I have not had any problems with any bugs or anything. Like the game has felt amazing every second of playing it. The parkour is just as good as the last game, except there's new abilities that you can use now to like fucking go flying. Like, listen, I don't want to like guarantee you that if you buy this game, it's gonna be great for you because I've seen a lot of shit going on with other people's games. I have a friend of mine who also bought it. He just has to restart his game after every mission because it doesn't let him progress after he finishes one. You know, it seems like there's a lot of problems for a lot of people, but I just want to say, for me, it's been fucking amazing. I'm seeing so much shit about this game when I haven't had a single problem with it. I've never been one to enjoy single-player games, and it's rare as hell that I play any of them, but like, this game is just so amazing. Dying Light 1 and 2 are my favorite games of all time by a mile, for that reason. I've never been a single-player game player, and they turned me into one. And I haven't been playing any video games at all recently, and Dying Light 2 is turning me back into a fucking gamer. So that being said, I don't have a doubt in my mind that all of these bugs are gonna get fixed eventually. You know, it is within a few days of the official release of the game, so of course there's gonna be a few bugs. But that's not to say the game is unplayable, because it definitely is playable. But I do have a few complaints of things that are just like they're not going to be able to be solved because they're just a part of the game at this point. Once you get to the main city, the center circle, I'm pretty sure they call it, the exploration just gets a little bit hollow in my opinion, because you're walking through all these massive skyscrapers, but you really can't explore the majority of them, and it's pretty rare that you find an opening into any of them. And, you know, it just gets kind of boring just running through there. Also, when you're in the city, they have you rely on a glider for the majority of your transportation. And it gets like, I don't know, man. It gets really annoying to just constantly glide. And a lot of the time I end up dying while using it because I accidentally use it or it just doesn't feel like it functions properly. You know, I like Dying Light for the parkour and shit, and they're like, I don't know, they're adding these new features that are just like, honestly, a few of them aren't my favorite. But you know, it's not a big deal, of course. You know, we also, like, that being said, with this gigantic fucking city comes a lot to explore. I know I said like it feels a little bit hollow, but shit, like this map is huge, and a lot of these skyscrapers are, like, a few of them are fleshed out completely. There's a lot of stuff surrounding them anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, you know. One of my favorite things about the game that I don't really see a lot of people talking about is the decision making, which is, it has a huge impact on the game, the decisions that you make throughout the game. When you're talking to other people or a situation where you have to pick where to go, you can make a pretty big impact on what you choose. You know, you can kill main characters if you choose something for your own profit. You can choose between like a military force or helping the majority of the people who don't have protection instead of the military force. And there's just a lot of changes that you can make in the environment you play in, and it doesn't ever feel like you have to do a whole lot to actually change it. Like, you know, I kind of compare it to Fallout 4. Like, you could build up a community, you had to go out and gather all these materials and build everything in the place where you want it. This, on the other hand, you just make a split-second decision, and everything just changes around you for however you wanted it to change, based off your decision. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if you're looking for a good game right now, I doubt it's going to get any better than Dying Light 2. So I'd recommend you either just buy this now, or you wait a month and a half for Ghostwire. So, yeah, with that being said, have a good day.